There are couples we love, like Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, and some couples we aren't as crazy about, like new couple Soulja Boy and Blac Chyna. But they don't stay in the gossip column long enough to qualify for Page Six TV's Sixiest couples. What makes the Sixy? A good balance of love, drama, and of course, gossip. It's time for the Sixiest list.
All right, so number 6 is Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Now, they were friends before they were lovers, the best way to start a relationship. They knew each other for years as good friends before they tied the knot in 2012. They are also one of the funniest couples in Hollywood. Ryan Reynolds has been known to crop out pictures of his wife on social media. Number 5, Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra Jonas. So first popped up on the pages of Page Six at the Met Gala in 2017. They were there together, but about a year later, they were engaged. Now, between their age difference, whirlwind romance, and elaborate multiple weddings in India, very glamorous, they kept the media obsessed with them, including us. We love them. Number 4 is Justin and Hailey Bieber, the newlyweds. They were introduced by Hailey's dad, Stephen Baldwin, back in 2009, but they got engaged and secretly married last year, which kept the gossip mills running them and Page Six regulars. Now, Justin recently talked about his depression in Vogue, but it has nothing to do with his wife, Hailey.
Yeah, in fact, you know, he has talked about his depression, and Hailey actually seems to be a really strong rock for Justin Bieber, so we hope he gets better. Yeah. All right, so number 3, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Prince Harry's previous title was Most Eligible Bachelor. Then he shook things up in the royal family by marrying someone outside the Royal Society circle. Rumors continue to swirl that Meghan is difficult. George Clooney came to her defense. Moving to number 2 on the list, Cardi B and Offset. These two stay in the news. A relationship we saw play out from the beginning, from getting engaged in front of the world, even though they were already secretly married. We've seen Offset spoil Cardi with lavish gifts, Cardi calling him out about his cheating, breaking up, him surprising her on stage to publicly apologize, to now being back together.
Oh, a story for the ages. And for the Sixiest couples of them all. Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez are number 1! Number 1! Now, there's no denying the love they have for each other, the way they gush over each other publicly. Their every move is followed by the paparazzi. Both have had very public love scandals and all drama around his divorce. Now, love, drama, and gossip, they have all the qualities for the Sixiest couple of them all. Number 1.
Now that is Sixy. I just can't stop saying Sixy.
Saying that. I love J-Lo and A-Rod, though, and I hope maybe Valentine's Day, maybe there'll be a little surprise. Never know.
I hope not. That'd be so trite.
Well, you know, wasn't he amazing watching her at the Grammys? Did you see him in the audience?
Oh, every show. I remember I saw him.
So nervous for her, it seems. Like he's always like nervous for his girl.
Because he wants her to do well. He's the first person backstage as well.
My friend Empire star Jussie Smollett broke his silence this morning in his first TV appearance since he was brutally attacked in Chicago last month. Now, he sat down with Good Morning America's anchor, Robin Roberts, for an emotional interview. Let's take a look.
I want them to see that I fought back. And I want a little gay boy who might watch this to see that I fought back. And it does not take anything away from people that are not able to do that. But I fought back. They ran off. I didn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he gave a detailed account of what happened that night, but you know, after the attack, the police did find 2 persons of interest on surveillance. Jesse said that those were his attackers. However, it was revealed today that the Chicago PD, this is an update on the story, they actually did identify those 2 persons of interest, but they are maintaining that these people are not suspects, that they are persons of interest, but it seems like they are getting somewhere, or they've gotten further along with their investigation. But some people still say that Jussie, people are speculative. They are speculating that his story doesn't add up and that it's not true. And he's very angry and upset about people who are saying it's not true. And this is what he said. He claims that it's ridiculous and it's offensive that people claim that this could have been a date gone bad, for example. There's lots of theories that are put out there explaining. But here's the thing. Another thing that he talked about is why he didn't hand over his cell phone records. And he said he has private pictures on them, videos, and numbers, including his Empire castmates' numbers and his songs, because that was another thing that people were concerned about and addressing. They were saying, why didn't you turn it over faster?
Well, Carlos, you mentioned that the police are getting somewhere and they'll be questioning those 2 persons of interest. Well, Jussie's rep actually just released a statement, said, "We are pleased there is progress in the case and we are waiting to hear further details." singer Ryan Adams has been hit with explosive new allegations of emotional abuse and sexual misconduct toward female musicians, including his ex-wife, Mandy Moore, who, of course, we all know from This Is Us. So this was a bombshell report that just came out in the New York Times. It details decades of abuse. 7 women have come forward saying that he promised them to basically reach their musical dreams in exchange for sex. He threatened to ruin careers if he didn't get his way and if they didn't comply. Now, Mandy Moore, she went on the record for this piece. She said that he was emotionally abusive and controlling during their 7-year marriage. They got divorced in 2016. She said that he really stifled her music career. But the most shocking part about this New York Times report, there's a young musician that says she started talking to Ryan Adams when she was just 14 years old. She said their conversations were sexual. Now, the New York Times said they reviewed thousands, nearly 3,000 text messages between them over a 9-month period.
Wait, thousands over a 9-month period?
Yes, a lot of texting. This wasn't like a one-time thing. And one of the texts he allegedly wrote, quote, "If people knew, they would say I was like R. Kelly, LOL."
Well, he said,
no LOL.
We got a statement last night, and this is what he said from Ryan Adams. He said, "I'm not a perfect man, and I have made many mistakes, but the picture that this article paints is upsettingly inaccurate."
Lindsay Lohan's mom, Dina, might have the best Valentine's Day of all.
Well, so Dina revealed on Celebrity Big Brother that she'd been dating a man for 5 years, but the Catfish'd never met him. Well, we actually spoke to him. His name is Jesse Nadler. He's 53 years old. He's a commercial realtor in San Francisco. That's him, Bevy.
He's got the juice and he's loose.
Well, here's the thing. So she's on Celebrity Big Brother, and her castmates, like Tamar Braxton, for example, they called her out and they told her, "You know what? You are being catfished."
Yeah.
It makes no sense to be dating somebody and they've never seen each other 5 years. That's a very long time. So we talked to him.
That's ridiculous.
He actually came out.
That's actually not dating.
Well, Dina Lohan, she said it was. But anyway, he told us that he was not catfishing her. And here's what he also said. He said, "I'm a good guy. I'm the real deal." But get this. We also talked to Dina Michael Lohan, and he actually said he's a good guy too. This is what he told us. He gave Dina his blessing, and he said, "It'll finally get me off the hook. I don't want to pay her bills anymore." That's what Michael Lohan said.
Oh, this sounds also sketchy. Between the 5 years of not meeting someone, this man claiming that he pays her bills.
Well, we are talking about Dina Lohan here.
Right,
but anyway,
sketchy.
but even though that he's supportive, Lindsay is not supportive. She responded to the Celebrity Brother, and she said, this is what she wrote on their Insta account. She said, "So proud of you, mommy, but no more weird catfish, please."
This is the epitome of a catfish situation, and I need to know, what is this guy's excuse? Like 5 years of not seeing someone.
Well, there are a few excuses. For one, he lives in San Francisco, so he says that. Well, apparently he couldn't fly, and she didn't fly to see him, so I don't know. But he also said that he was
paid for her to fly in.
Well, he also said that he was
what they say on the Instagram? They flued you out. Flued you out.
But they didn't even FaceTime. That's sketchy, too. But anyway, he also said that he was taking care of his ailing mother, so he couldn't tend to his dating, I guess. Cardi B's retirement from Instagram is officially over after 2 long days. Yes, the rapper returned to social media to reveal she has a brand new song coming out with Bruno Mars tomorrow. Yes, and so, you know, she deactivated her Instagram after facing online trolls who claimed she didn't deserve to win her Grammy. Well, speaking of her big win, her team, they are incredibly proud, including her publicist and one of her best friends, Patience. This was so funny to me. Yesterday, I noticed on her Instagram that she added Grammy Award-winning publicist to her bio. Now, I don't think it works that way, but this is how she explained it. She said, "This has been my biggest and best project yet. Am I allowed to refer to myself as a Grammy Award-winning publicist? I don't know, but I am."
Oh,
but, you know, they all came up together, so they're all sharing in this success. So I'm really she's really proud of them.
Yeah.
This reminds me of when I was at Vibe magazine. I was a fashion director, and my assistant actually got cards made up that said assistant fashion director. Not exactly the same thing.
But you know what? I appreciate the hustle.
Oh, he definitely had hustle. He's very successful now, so there's that.
I'm glad to hear it.